Huh? Yes, of course. What's the big rush? Are you alright, Nick? Amy looks pretty rattled right now. I'd like to finish this right now if I can. But can I really do it? The decisive evidence that proves Mr. Luke Acme is in fact Master DeMasque has yet to be found, I'm pretty sure. Proof? Of course, I've got nothing. Ha! Just what I thought. A man has to hold his head up high no matter how bad things get, after all. I see. I thought perhaps you had some evidence to back up your assertion. This is no good. I've got to stay on the attack. I'll never get another chance to prove this guy's the thief. Don't give up, Nick. Think harder and try again. It's no good. I'm just not ready yet. But are you going to just give up and let us lose like this? So you've come to your senses, have you, Sir Liar? I can't think of a counter-attack at all. It seems the cloud of suspicion surrounding this witness has lifted. Mr. Godo, do you have anything further to add then? Who are you? That doesn't really matter right now, does it? Mr. Light, what are you doing here? Nicky boy, the thing you've been looking for, I think I found it. You mean that bag? No, not the bag. What's in the bag? Well, that's the sacred urn. Nick, it's the urn. Order! Order! You, madam! That urn! Where'd you find it? You'll never believe it. It was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pantso's detective, Luke Acme. Oh, Desi, you're the best! Has pink splotches all over it. Well, how do you explain that one, Mr. Acme? Even you're going to have a hard time wheezing out of this one. Huh, pathetic. Mr. Godo, you have something you wish to say? Yes, Your Honour. It simply amazes me how quickly times change. In the old days, a man was to be taken at his word. It's truly sad. You're still denying that Mr. Acme was involved? Before casting aspersions at Detective Acme, consider the young lady here. Your name is Desiree. Desiree Delight, is that correct? Yeah, what about it? Ha, how charming. The lengths that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiring. What are you insinuating? As the wife of the criminal, you could have discovered that stolen urn anywhere, including the office of the good detective here. So you found the urn. What does that prove? It certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it. What? I just bought it here from the detective's office. Please, madam. This town is already filled to the brim with lies. Any more could only compound the tragedy we have been witness to. You're wrong. I would never do such a thing. Mr. Light. Please, Nicky boy, you've got to help me talk some sense into these people. There must be some way. I've got to prove the urn was actually in the Acme Detective Agency. Testify about what you saw. What's wrong? Isn't it your job to come up with something to say? Nick, come on, it should be easy to prove. We checked out that bag, didn't we? You're right, I remember doing that. Whatever was in there was hard, round and smooth too. Yes, it must have been the urn, it must have. But I never actually saw it with my own eyes. Yes, but you saw the bag in the... Oh, I suppose. Amy walked in just when I was about to have a look at it. So even if it was the urn in there, I can't testify what it was. Fingerprints. Fingerprint it. You're right. Ah, it looks like I was wrong about you, Mr. Trite. In this town overflowing with lies, there's still a single flickering candle of truth. Nicky boy. It's sure I never actually saw the urn. Maybe I can still testify about it from another angle. What about it, Mr. Wright? Have you given up yet? There must be some way. I can prove where the urn was by the fingerprints on it. Fingerprints, huh? Oh, come now. Now you're really making me laugh, Sir Lawyer. Fingerprints indeed. May I go on? Good. Now, we perfectly understand if my fingerprints were on the urn. After all, it was I who was guarding the urn in the first place. In any case, I'm always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see. Unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything. What about it, Mr. Wright? Would these fingerprints mean nothing anyway? Nick, what are you going to do now? I've come too far to turn back now. Abby must have brought the urn back to his office yesterday. And then I'm sure someone must have left their fingerprints on it. The defence proposes the fingerprints of this person should be on the urn. And that is why we have Phoenix's profile. I told you it would come up.
Take that!
So what's all this fuss about fingerprints anyway? Mr. Atme, do you recall the events of yesterday? Hey Nick, come on, open it up. Wait a minute, I can't just open his private property. Yes, we know all this, come on. It's true I didn't get a chance to look in the bag at the time, but I did touch what was inside. What? You touched it? And I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard. Well, that's just... Your Honour, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints upon the urn. If my fingerprints are on there, it proves the urn was in Detective Atme's office. Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn, it still doesn't prove when they were put there, does it? Of course it does. What did you say? It's not what I say, but what Adrian Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibition, said. I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. If she polished it that much, it would have removed any and all fingerprints on it. And the only chance I had to put my fingerprints on it after that was yesterday at the Atme Detective Agency. Huh. This blend, Godo blend number 107. I've decided it's a little too bitter after all. Order! Order! I accept the defence's request. Bailiff, take this urn and... Wait a moment, Your Honour. There's no need for that. No need, you say? Precisely. I already know Mr. Wright's fingerprints are on the urn.
What are you saying?
Yes, I've finally broken him down. Take a good look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. This guy's nuttier than a fruitcake. You see, it was me all along. I'm the one and only Master Mask. I hope you all enjoyed my little performance.
Well, Mr. Godo, what's Mr. Acme's condition? He's still in the lobby laughing insanely, Your Honour. I wish I could enjoy the joke as much, but he seems to be. I wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be. Well, it looks like the little matter has been settled. I came perilously closer for searching the record of an innocent young man, besmirching him with the title of thief.
Nick, you were right after all. Yeah, I guess Mrs. Light really wasn't the thief.
The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight.
Hold it. I knew that was too easy.
You're wrong, I tell you. I mean, not exactly wrong so much, but not right is what I'm really trying to say.
Oh no, he's not. This can't be happening.
The thief, the sneaky, odious thief who's been stealing all the treasures. It's me. I am him. I'm the one you want. I'm the thief, I tell you. So do it. Pronounce me guilty, please. I don't know what kind of kangaroo court you all think this is, but...
The true identity of the thief has already been proven. Hurry up and pass judgment.
What are you talking about? I already confessed. I'm the thief, I tell you.
Desi, come back. Testify about his delusions.
Mr. Godo, don't just stand there drinking coffee.
Huh.
Hey there, Mr. Thief.
Yes, sir?
If you're really a man, then clean up your own mess.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any idea what you mean.
If you are Master Mask, then prove it. That's what it means.
Yes, sir, I'll be happy to. He says he'll be happy to, Nick. It's kind of cute. He's 100% committed to his fantasy.
Good boy. Just remember one thing. A boy only gets one chance in his life to become a man.
I know that. I won't fail, I swear.
Okay then, talk. We're all listening. Oh well, let's have a listen to this confession.
The truth is, I've been Master Mask all along. I mean, you can't prove I'm not actually Master Mask, can you? I don't have an alibi the night the urn was stolen after all. I donned my costume that night and dancingly descended upon the crime scene. Look, you can see right here in the photo, that's me. As for my brooch, I slid it on the door handle and it got torn off, that's all.
I don't like the direction this trial has taken.
This is how every trial goes. At least with me, anyway.
Ha! You're doing great.
Stop it, Mr. Godo. You're embarrassing me.
Like I said, you're only going to get one chance to testify, alright? But if you make it through this with flying colours, I'll keep my promise too. I'll make sure you stay locked up in prison as the one and only true Master DeMasque.
Thanks so much, Mr. Godo. I'll do my best.
All right, Mr. Wright, I'm afraid it's time for the cross-examination.
Sigh. You may think you're the real Master DeMasque, but your wife thinks you're delusional. I haven't told Desi yet. About my true identity, I mean. Believe me, I've got my reasons.
With the way your room's decked out, how can she not know about it? Even thieves have complicated family situations, I suppose.
What should I do? It sounds like I'm about to get sidetracked again. So why are you withholding the truth from your wife? Well, first of all, I don't think she believed me anyway. And second, if there's one thing that Desi absolutely detests, it's criminals.
If that's the case, why'd you ever start thieving to begin with?
Well, Desi's real crazy about shopping. Real shopaholic. But she's the love of my life, Your Honour. I guess you could say I'm Desi-holic.
So you have a complicated family situation after all.
Alright, that's enough. Please continue with your testimony, I beg of you. I thought you were going to be the one to show us the proof. You know, that you're the real Master DeMasque and not some kind of obsessed fanboy. Hey now, that's not fair. Why do I have to do all the hard work anyway? Maybe because you're the one making the outrageous claim, for a change. Come on, Nick, you know Mr. Light couldn't have committed the crime. You're the one with the fancy law degree trying to put it to work already. I need some kind of proof that Ron couldn't possibly be Master DeMasque. I guess if you had that kind of proof, we wouldn't still be here, would we? For the time being, maybe I need to shift strategy. I should try to show Mrs. Light couldn't have stolen the urn. I mean, I do have something. Ron's wallet, found in the security building at the time. And the blackmail letter telling him to be there. Red diamond, though. Anyway, I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen after all. But you do. You've got no alibi?
I've been a judge for a long time, and that's the first time I've ever heard a defendant brag about having no alibi.
But I tell you, I was in Lordly Taylor that night. No. No, that's too vague even for me. To be more precise, I was down in the basement. Hold on. What is it, Nick? Where was Ron Light when the crime happened anyway? If we can prove he had an alibi after all, this case will be a piece of cake. Well, you're right, but...
You think you can prove that? Wake up and smell the coffee.
Well, I think maybe I can.
Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence that shows the defendant has an alibi?
I have the evidence. Or do you think I'm still some third-rate rookie?
Oh, I've never seen you this angry before.
I'm not surprised. Anger is the last refuge of the pathetic. I thought I was more confident than angry.
Well then, let's see this evidence already.
Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct? Ah, that's...
What is it?
A blackmail letter. That's what it looks like from the contents.
Blackmail?
According to this letter, at 1 o'clock in the morning on the night of the crime, Mr. Rondelai was ordered to go to the offices of KB Security.
1 in the morning?
Correct. Which is around the time the security camera photo was taken. So the defendant was at KB Security at 1 in the morning. That proves he has a watertight alibi.
No!
Furthermore, considering the distance between Lordly Taylor and KB Security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car, according to Larry anyway.
Well, Mr. Godo, do you have anything to say? And stop drinking that coffee!
Come on, Mr. Thief, don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong. You're the only person who calls me thief, Mr. Godo. Alright, I'll try. I'll do it, I will. He's really got Mr. Delight all worked up. He's like a kid on his first day of school. Mr. Wright, it's true I received a blackmail letter, but whether or not I actually went there is a whole different story. Sorry if I'm sounding dramatic. I guess I don't know what I'm talking about.
Ha, that was brilliant. Well, Mr. Wright, looks like you need some more evidence after all.
And I have it. This stupid kid. Kid? How old is he again? Bro, you're only 3 years older than he is. Shut up.
Let's see your evidence. Demonstrate to the court Mr. Delight actually went to KB Security that night.
Wallet. Mr. Delight, this wallet belongs to you, correct? Yes, it does. I'd lost it somewhere.
Mr. Wright, when you find a wallet, you should report to the police right away.
No, you don't understand. This is an important piece of evidence.
Evidence?
Mr. Delight, when did you notice you first lost your wallet? Let's see. I think it was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Desi and I went out for dinner. The wallet was found at approximately 1 o'clock at KB Security headquarters.
What? Surely you're not serious?
Yes, I'm serious. And don't call me Shirley. This proves Mr. Delight was in fact at KB Security that night.
No!
Ha!
This is indeed sad. Romanticists are blind to the reality that lies before them.
Huh? What does that mean?
Why did Mr. Delight drop his wallet at KB Security? What purpose did it serve? Perhaps it was dropped by his wife to create a false alibi for her dear husband instead.
Sorry, but Mr. Delight probably dropped it himself when he went to use this. The key card to KB Security's CEO office.
CEO's office?
What's wrong? No snappy comebacks? The fact that Mr. Delight enters the CEO's office around 1 o'clock that night.
No! Order! 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 So when the theft of the urn occurred, the defendant was at KB Security. Looks like a perfect case for the defense. You may see it as a perfect case, Judge, but to me... Well, let's just say my Godo Blend 107 impresses me a lot more.
What are you trying to say?
You say the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of the security company. But did you actually investigate this CEO at all?
Huh? Well, no, I guess not. That's also not what I said.
Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof? I'm not sure what I think of that.
Not sure what I think of that. At least I know what I think of you.
Good point. I'm not sure what to think of it myself. You claim the defendant entered the CEO's office, but you'll need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright.
Nick, I think I'm going to have to track down the CEO guy. No, we don't have to track down the CEO at all.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Trite?
There's someone else who can testify. The Butts.
Who's this useless-looking young man?
You don't remember him, Your Honor?
Not exactly. Just looking at this picture makes the bile rise in my throat.
Looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago. He probably blocked it out of his memory on purpose. Anyway, this man was working as a guard at KB Security that night.
Oh?
The question at hand is this key card. Yep, that's the key card they use in the building I work. According to the serial number, this is one for the CEO's office. You need to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. Tells you exactly who entered the room and when. As you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. We should be able to discover the truth simply by analysing this key card's data.
Well, Mr. Godot? The name of the CEO of KB Security is Kane Bullard. I was unable to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data here.
So what does it show?
Each keycard has its own serial number, and they leave detailed records of their use. According to this data, this card was used at 1 AM on the morning of the crime.
But that means it can't be Mr. Delight dressed as Master DeMasque in this photo!
It looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't even enough time to brew up a good cup of joe.
So then...
Rhonda Light was clearly in the office of KB Security's CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Therefore, it's impossible for the defendant to be Master DeMasque.
Good job, you did it, Nick.
That's enough. I came perilously close to searching the record of an innocent young man, besmirching him with the title of thief.
What's wrong, Your Honor?
I'm ready to pass judgment, but before I do that, do you have any further objections?
No, Your Honor.
Very well. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight, not guilty. Court is adjourned.
Something's not right here. That still seemed too easy. Nick, you did it. You were right after all. I'm a little bit ashamed of myself. Nicky boy. Oh, Mr. Light. I knew you could do it. I believed in you all along, Nicky boy. I don't know how I can ever repay you. Well, never mind. Ah, shucks. Thanks, Mr. Light. I just know I'm blushing. Congratulations, Mr. Nick! Oh, pearls! I've got a bad feeling about this. Who's this woman? She's nobody. She's just, You're blushing! How dare you do this in front of Mystic Maya? You should be ashamed of yourself! Ow! She slapped me. Pearly. This woman is Miss Desiree Delight, our client's wife.
Huh, Mr. Nick!
Yes?
You're even worse than I thought! Going behind the back of your own client!
No, you've got it all wrong.
I'll never forgive you!
Ow, a double slap. Anyway, Oswald, that ends well, right? We got the sacred urn back and the thief has been caught. You're so right, and it's all thanks to Nicky Boy here. Actually, it was you, Mr. Light. You brought us our urn back. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Please, you're embarrassing me. If we won the case, why does this guy still look so glum? But I'm the thief. Oh, actually, what's the point now? What is it, honey? I did my best for you, Ronnie. I know that, and I appreciate it, Desi. But the thing is...
Come on, give the kid some time. He's just got a little touch of the blues. You know about feeling blue, right, amigo?
Mr. Godo, what are you doing here?
Oh, come on, I just came here to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Trite.
Maybe you should learn my name before you call me buddy.
Well, playtime is over.
Huh?
Early this morning, the body of Kane Bullard was discovered. Oh, fuck.
Kane Bullard? Where have I heard that name before? Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security? Wait, but body?
The estimated time of death was 1 a.m. on October 12th.
1 a.m. on October 12th? You don't mean...
That's right, amigo. The same time that cheap little urn was being stolen, the CEO of KB Security was being murdered.
So then, what are you doing here?
Come on, you figured it out already, haven't you, amigo? Or have you already forgotten about the piece of info I helped you out with today?
Help me out? What?
October 12th, 1 o'clock in the morning, Rhonda Light was in the CEO's office, scene of the murder. After getting that blackmail letter, he must have been imbued with utter rage.
What are you saying? Imbued with rage?
Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Rhonda Light was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard.
Employee of KB Security?
Looks like the alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief is going to be the noose that gets him hanged. Kind of an anti-alibi.
No way.
He can't be the thief because he was at the murder scene when the murder occurred.
No, that's a lie. It can't be true. Oh, I'm a thief, I tell you.
Rhonda Light, you're going back to prison again. This time the charge is much more serious. This time you'll be tried for murder.
What? This can't... This is impossible.
I'm looking forward for another exciting showdown, Mr. Trite. You and I aren't through with each other yet. Surely you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward.
Mr. Nick, is there something personal between you two?
I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. At least let me have some fun while I'm here.
This guy, who the heck is he? He may be quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced.
Well then, time to say goodbye, Mr. Delight.
Nick, how could this be happening? Right in front of our very eyes, our client has been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me.
Ah, Ronnie!
Arrested for murder the same day he's declared innocent of larceny. What the heck's gonna happen next?